another live stream for some oral training for the ABRSM and Trinity exams. Now, today I thought we would concentrate on intervals. And intervals are actually not exactly... excuse me a second, I'm just going to mute the volume of my computer. I'm getting some feedback here. Right, sorry about that. Okay, let's start again. Today we're going to do some interval training, and intervals are not exactly part of the ABRSM exam, although they are in Trinity tests. But intervals are very useful for sight singing. Now in grade 4 and above in ABRSM, you will need to sight sing a passage of music that you'll be given in the exam for the oral tests. And in order to sight sing well, you need to be able to hear intervals in your head. So, first of all, I'm going to give you some quick ways of working out what intervals are. So, for example, a second, a major second, would be like the first two notes of Happy Birthday. That is a major second. Then we could have a major third. Now you might just think of the major arpeggio. And the first two notes of a major arpeggio make a major third. Or, if you prefer a tune to recognise those major thirds, how about Kumbaya? And you hear the first two notes of Kumbaya make a major third. Okay. Then there is the perfect fourth, an interval of a fourth. And the tune that we could use for that might be the beginning of Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart. Or if you prefer something Christmassy, there's the interval of a fourth. Moving on to the interval of a fifth, very simple tune, nursery rhyme, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, that is the interval of a fifth. Or the theme from Star Wars, if you prefer. There's the interval of a fifth. Getting a little bit more advanced, we have the interval of a sixth. Now, the lullaby Hush Little Baby is a good one for recognising the interval of a sixth. There we go. And finally the seventh. Now, the tune for this one, I'm going to use the first and the third note of the tune, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So you jump up an octave, and then you step down to the seventh. Okay, now we're going to go for a little quiz. And last week we did some oral training on a little quiz. It was to do with modulations, and there was a lot of involvement in the chat box, so please do say hello and try and answer the questions in the chat box, and we can have a little competition as to who will get there first. Okay, now I'm going to start off with some very simple intervals of just seconds or thirds. And all I want you to do is put in the chat whether it's a second or a third. Okay. By the way, the chat boxes will be live in the replays of the video later, so if you answer wrong, everyone will see it later. But if you get it right, everyone will see that you got there first. So let's see who can get there first. Okay, here is your first interval. we could have some participants in the chat box. Okay, people may be watching from the beginning and that will be a little bit of a delay. So, for those of you who are watching it as a replay, that is an interval of a third. I'm going to change the key now. Now, here is another interval. That is the interval of a second. Okay, let's change the key again. Is this a second or a third? That is an interval of a third. Okay, now I'm going to add the fourth into these intervals, okay? So, remember the second could be happy birthday. Yeah, the third is kumbaya. And the fourth is either eine kleine Nachtmusik. Sorry. Or we wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, so what is this interval? Here is a key chord. And here is your interval. If anyone would like to answer that in the chat. It seems you're all watching from the start and not in time with me synchronized. But anyway, that is an interval of a third. And what is this interval? Change the key again. That is an interval of a fourth. And one more. Can you name this interval? That is an interval of a second. Okay, now we're going to add the fifth into there now. So this is getting beyond grade 4 and 5, because in grades 4 and 5 you only have to name intervals of up to a fourth. Okay, we have someone who has joined us, Rukmini Menon, who said it was a second. Yes, and that was the correct answer, so well done for joining us. Okay, hopefully some other people can join in this, because last time we did a live stream there was quite a little bit of a competition who could get to the answers first. Right, so remember the interval of a fifth can be recognised from the beginning of the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's the interval of a fifth. So here is a new key. Now, I'm going to give you 4 intervals. Is it a second, third, fourth or fifth? Here is the first one. Well done, Rukmini, again. That's an interval of a third. We only have one participant in this competition at the moment, but hopefully more will join in soon. You're getting all the answers right first at the moment. Okay, new key. Here is your keynote. And is this an interval of a second, third, fourth or fifth? Waiting for some answers in chat now. That's a fifth. Well done, Rukmini. Okay. This is like a personal one-to-one training session, just you and me. Okay, now, here is a new key. What is this interval? Waiting for the answers. Kylie Kimani has come up with a fourth, and Rukmini will ask me to repeat it, so I will repeat it. Rukmini, do you agree with Kylie that it was a fourth? Yes, you do. But Kylie got in there first this time. Okay, and one more. No, two more. Change key again. Here is your keynote. And first to the answer. A second. Well done, Rukmini. Okay, right. What is this interval? Unfortunately, that was a second, Kylie, so Rukmini wins that round. What is this interval now? A third. Well done, Rukmini. Okay, now we're going to add the sixth. Now, if you remember, I gave you some tunes at the beginning, and the tune that I often recommend people use is Hush Little Baby, the lullaby. Another tune you might like is My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Okay, that's a sixth. So, let's give you a variety of intervals, which could be second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Here is a key chord. And here is your interval. I will repeat it. Yes, it is a fourth. Well done, both of you. I think Rukmini got in there just before Kylie. And here is a new key. And here is your interval. Who is going to get the answer correct first? Yes, Kylie got in there just before with the fifth. Maybe Kylie's got a faster internet connection, who knows? But Rukmini, you got the right answer too. Okay, here is another interval. Keynote and interval. It's a second, and Dylan Playing has joined us as well. Well done, Dylan, for getting the right answer, but unfortunately Rukmini got in there just 1 second before you. Okay, here is another interval. New key. And your interval. It's a sixth. Well done, Rukmini. Okay. Unfortunately, we haven't got on to the seventh yet, Dylan. Okay. But that's coming up soon. And one more before we go on to some sevenths as well. Let's do this key. Keynote. And your interval. Well done, Rukmini. Oh, no, you got in there first. But unfortunately... Hang on a minute. Yes, you got a third, Dylan. That wasn't the correct answer with the fourth. It was a third, yes. Sorry, these chat messages are coming up quickly and I almost saw it was the wrong person. So well done, Rukmini, for the third. Now, we're going to add the seventh this time. Don't worry, Dylan. Right. The seventh, as I said at the beginning, can be recognised by Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but not the first two notes because they make an octave. Then you drop down. There's the 7th. Okay, somewhere over the rainbow. So, let's do a variety of intervals, which could be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th. Okay, key chord. And interval. Who is going to be first? We seem to be... Yes, Rukmini, it is a 4th. And I think, Dylan, you got in there just before, so well done, Dylan. Excellent. Right. Yes, it's a little bit unfair sometimes if the internet connection is a bit slow, but anyway. Right, here is another interval. Dylan has got there first with the 7th. Well done, Dylan. Okay, new key. And your interval. Well done, Dylan. That is a 5th, a perfect 5th. Okay. And here is another interval. New key, tonic note. Well done, Rukmini, again. That's a 3rd. Sorry, Dylan, it's not a 5th. All right, but you won the last round. Okay, and new key. Tonic and your interval. I'll play it again. No, unfortunately, it's not a 5th. Any guesses, Dylan? Or not guesses, but we're skirting around it. Which tune was that? Which interval tune? Now the thing is, I can see from my analytics right here, well done Dylan, it is a 6th. I can see from my analytics here that 7 people are watching this live stream. Maybe they're watching from the beginning and haven't caught up. But only seems like 2 or 3 of you are actually playing along live with us. So join in the rest of you, okay? Right, now I'm going to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to use the same intervals, but this time we are going to play the intervals as harmonic intervals. So for example, that is a 3rd. I'm not going to play the notes separately. You've got to try and hear both of the notes, sort of separate them from one sound. Okay? So it could be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. So here is a key chord. And here is an interval. I'll play it again. Right, Dylan's going for a 5th and Rukmini's going for a 6th. It is actually the 5th. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Well done, Dylan. Okay, new key. Now this should be fairly simple. They're very close together. So that should be quite easy to work out. Yes, Dylan, it is a second. Okay, right, new key. Again, another fairly easy one because of that clash. Now, a second will make a clash, but the second would be a clash with the notes next to each other. But if I go up to, they're a fair long way apart from each other. Not fourth, not second. Dylan's having a think. Okay, if we don't get any other answers, I will separate them. Just let me reduce something on the screen. And not a fifth. We're running out of options. Who's going to get the answer first? Right, here's the tonic. And here is your interval. Well, we're still running out of options. Kylie's back with us. You lost your connection. Okay. We're trying to do intervals that are played as harmonic intervals together. Not as melodic intervals where they're played one note after the other. So, not a third. This is tricky, isn't it? Right, I'll separate them. Seventh. Well done, Dylan. We were running out of options. Okay. Right, let's try another one. In this key, I'll give you a tonic, first of all. Make it slightly easier. Now, here is the harmonic interval. And well done, Rukmini, that is a third. Okay, new key. I'll give you a tonic first. It is a fourth, Dylan. Well done. It seems like you were a little put out just now. You were saying, hey, because I gave the point to Rukmini. The thing is, sometimes the chat messages show one person first and then they sort of swap orders. So I don't know what's going on there with the internet. But anyway, that is a fourth. Well done. Sorry, Kylie, it's not a third. Okay, let's try this key. Here is a tonic, and here is an interval. No, a seventh would be much more of a discord. I'll play you a seventh. Hear the clash of a seventh. Yes, Dylan, it is a sixth. Well done. This is all going to be very good for when you come to do sight singing in ABRSM, or if you have to do intervals actually in Trinity Aural tests. Okay, and let's just do one more. And this time we will have this interval. Not a third, Dylan, sorry. Well done, Rukmini, that is a fifth. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, right, well I hope you found that a little bit of fun, some half-hour of oral training. Now, this is a series of live stream oral, which I'm going to try and do probably from now on about twice a month, okay? It won't be next week, because next week is actually my birthday, so I'm going to have a day off. And probably the week after there will be another live stream for some oral training. If you have anything in particular that you would like me to concentrate on, any particular grades, in a couple of weeks' time, so that'll be on, I think, the 1st of April, it seems like to me. And just put them in the description of the video later. This video will be live on my channel for the next couple of weeks. Actually, Rukmini, now you're saying about modulations. If you go back, there was a video we did last week on modulations. And also there's a link in the description where you can get an archive of all the previous live streams that we've done. Okay, so you can always have a look back on those, but if there's enough support for modulations, maybe we could do some more of those. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, this week, and tune in next time in a couple of weeks' time. I think it'll be the 1st of April. Sounds about right to me, for the next live ABRSM Trinity oral training session. And thank you, those 3 of you that participated today. All right, it was good fun to have like a little bit of a competition between us. Okay, take care.